Hi there. Tonight we're going to be looking at 3 South African Shirazes, or Syrahs, which is actually in itself an interesting point. Why is it some wineries in the New World choose to call their wine Syrah as opposed to Shiraz? And I reckon that it's a stylistic thing. If you're going to make wine in an obviously New World style with lots of abundant fruit, very ripe, then you probably choose to use Shiraz to identify with New World wine drinkers. But then if you're making wine in a more Old World style, tilting at, say, the Northern Rhone, then you might want to call it Syrah. And it helps the consumer to then relate to the style of wine that you're making. And this first one is the Porcupine Ridge Syrah 2008. It's a wine that I've enjoyed in previous vintages. It comes from Mark Kent, who has a very successful boutique winery called Birkenhutz, and this is kind of like his cheaper, more affordable version of Syrah. It's got a lovely sort of dark, roasted, olivey, meaty nose, which is kind of tilting at the Northern Rhone a bit, which is, I guess, why I called it Syrah. But it's riper and richer than you'd expect to find in a Northern Rhone Syrah. Beautiful palate, rich, spicy, bit of dark olive character, very sweet, very bold, but restrained with it, not over the top. It's really quite nice. Lots of personality there. It tastes like Syrah, and I really like the slightly sort of meaty character that it's got. That's really nice. So for me, this is a hit. Now the second wine is Ciderberg, and it's called the Sustainable Viticulture Shiraz. That's kind of interesting that they're using this sustainability tag as a way of helping to sell the wine. Let's see what this is like. This is available in Waitrose, and it's a 2008 as well. But this one's called Shiraz. It's ripe. It's quite sweet, but again, there's some really nice definition there. There's some sort of spice and olive character. A little bit meaty, not as meaty and not as upfront as the Porcupine Ridge. Lovely balanced palate, spicy, focused, and just a lovely tension between the sweet fruit and the structure and the savouriness, which makes for quite a complete wine in my book. So this is another hit for me. Really impressive. Finally, moving up in price a bit, we have the Talima Shiraz 2004, and Talima, they're one of South Africa's top boutique wineries, and I've always really enjoyed their wines in the past. Reasonably expensive. This is about £15–16. Yeah, and this is a different style again. The first two wines were very fruit driven, very sort of not in your face, that's the wrong word, more sort of direct, really appealing, fresh fruity styles. This is more of a serious effort that's got some distinctive oak character to the nose. It's really well defined, quite meaty, quite spicy. There's a bit of savouriness there as well, sort of earthy savouriness. It's got a teeny bit of what I call sort of South African character, which is just a subtle greenness allied with some sort of earthiness, but it's not got enough of that character to distract from the fact that it's actually a really nicely made wine. There's a hint of mint to it as well, which I think is something to do with the oak. Very sophisticated, very intense, lovely balance. It's a wine that I think will age quite well. Yeah, and now I'm getting a little bit more oak character through as well. So I think this is a wine I'd probably stick away for a few years just to let the oak integrate even better. And then I think it will mature, maybe with 5 years cellaring, into something that's really quite smooth and sophisticated. But for pure fun, I think the other two wines are the ones I'd go for drinking now. They're just delicious, vibrant, the new face of South African wine, I reckon. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been informative. See you again soon.